Hello everyone and welcome to the Hunter Society, and today we celebrate 1000 subscribers. Not even 1 week after celebrating 500 subscribers, now we're celebrating 1000. I only uploaded like one video in between and we already at 1000, and I cannot express how grateful am I for this little channel to grow in such an incredible rate, in my opinion. For people to subscribe and watch content regarding Hunter x Hunter, which is what I like to do, along with some other shows and other anime related videos that I'm planning to do, but mostly Hunter x Hunter. And yeah, we're here. So, as it is tradition, we've only done it once, but come on, it is a tradition now. When we celebrate a subscriber milestone, you'll get one of these videos. One of these videos that are not heavily edited, just simple us talking about the Hunter Society. And I want to thank each and every one that subscribed and each and everyone who commented on the videos. And there's some comments that I saw where some people do not know my name. My name is Mahmoud, by the way, and they referred to me as chairman. I really enjoy that. So I want to keep it like civil around here, around the Hunter Society. I want to keep everything like democratic and everything. But for the time being, I will act as the chairman of the Hunter Society until further noticed, let's say. So, as promised, I know that some of you came here to watch the reveal of my Nin power, and you can count this as the warning for the people that are not really interested in Hunter x Hunter content. You've clicked on this video, might as well leave it running so you don't hurt the watch time rate for my channel. But for the people who know what's up, who has some knowledge about Hunter x Hunter, get ready for some extreme nerd stuff. Okay? Because yes, I will be revealing my Nen power. That will be the video. Yeah, it's happening now. As I said, this is a celebration, so we're here to celebrate with each other. This is not the type of videos that I do here. Most of the videos that are uploaded here are edited well, they're well constructed, but not these types. These types are just for us. So without any further ado, what is my Nen power? I've mentioned that my Nen affinity is a manipulator type. Well, how did I know that I fall into the manipulator category? Well, the test in the world of Hunter x Hunter is water divination. However, I cannot do water divination because this is the real world, okay? Yeah, I cannot do that. But to cut it short, I find the people that I really love in Hunter x Hunter, and most of the characters, I might even say all of the characters that I really connect with and I really love, tend to be manipulators, in the manipulator type. Plus, I fall into the Hisoka test that he came up with. I fall into the manipulator category, and there are a lot of quizzes online, find out your Nen affinity type, answer these 10 questions and know your Nen affinity type. All of these quizzes, I've done them all, all of them. You cannot find any quiz online on these websites, you know what I'm talking about, that talk about anime and other shows, and find out your Nen affinity, answer this question and know your Nen affinity. This, I've done them all, and every single one of them, the answer always comes out as manipulator. So yeah, that's basically it. And also, it's just you can really see it from my work here on the channel, and if you know me, I do really fall into that manipulator Nen category. So yeah, that's how I knew my Nen affinity. Now let's get into the important real nerdy stuff. My special power. Before I reveal my special power, I have to mention something and see if you have caught it or not, or took notice of it or not. Most of the manipulators in the series and Hunter x Hunter has they have this one condition guaranteed win. It's like a guaranteed win if they did that one thing. Think of someone like Shalnark from the Phantom Troop. The one thing that Shalnark has to do in order to win any fight is to attach an antenna into someone, and that's basically it. Game over. Kaloto, also a manipulator, basically the same thing. Attach one piece of paper into the opponent, game over. And you can see this pattern with a lot of manipulators in the show. They meet one condition in order for them to get a guaranteed win, like a one-hit win. One condition has to be met in order for that to happen. Well, my powers does not work exactly the same. There are conditions, however, it's not a one-hit guarantee win. Because I'm a manipulator, I'm closer to the emitter category. So my power is I can emit 10 Nen beasts. Think of someone like Razor. You know, Razor from Greed Island. What's his special power? It's Razor and the 13 Devils. He emits 13 Nen beasts fueled by his aura. Well, my powers are similar to that, except I only emit 10 Nen beasts. And I'm able to manipulate those 10 beasts in order for them to do my bidding. However, I'm not a natural emitter, I'm a manipulator. So those Nen beasts, no matter how strong I am or how well practiced in Nen, they can never be that strong now, can they? That's where my actual power comes in. Before I say that, I have to say something a little bit personal. In fact, this thing that I'm about to say to you, I've never mentioned it to someone. There is this thing, it's a very, very weird thing that I do. I don't know why I do it. I don't know when I started doing it. I just know that I've been doing this thing for almost all my life. Which is, whenever I talk to someone, I try to guess what they're trying to say. For example, I know my brother. My brother, I'm sitting with him, and I know my brother likes this specific artist and enjoy their music. And this artist comes up with a new song. So I say to my brother, did you listen to that new song? And I say in my mind, I literally like say it in my mind. He's going to say, yeah, I listened to it. It's the best thing I've ever heard. And then my brother answers in the exact same way that I thought of. Another example. I go and talk to one of my friends and tell them, did you see the movie, the Green Mile? And I think in my head, he's going to say, yeah, man, that's a classic. I really love this movie. And then my friend says what I already guessed in my mind. Keep in mind, I do not say that out loud, I only say it in my head. I know it's not like a thing that people actually like think about, but I just do this one weird thing. And I became like really, really good at it. In my like inner circle, when I ask someone anything, I always try and guess what they are going to say, and I like 99% of the time get it right. In fact, I think I became so good at it that I sometimes do it with people that I do not know. For example, like I'm in a work thing, like a work get together, a work event or whatever, and I meet someone for the very first time. And, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. And I ask them a very basic question. It's my first time seeing them, and I say like, where are you from? Instantly, in my mind, I say, he's going to say, I'm from Morocco. The guy says, I'm from Morocco. I just can't do this thing. You can say I practiced it all my life. You can say I'm born with it. It's just something that I can do. And that, my friends, is my condition. Or you can say it's somewhat of a contract, of a nin contract that I have created with myself. See, whenever I'm in a position to fight, to be ready for combat with an opponent, I have to use my nen. However, If I'm up against an enhancer, I don't really I don't have a real chance of beating them. Obviously, I'm not physically strong because I'm not an enhancer. I'm a manipulator and I'm very far from the enhancer type. So the enhancer will always get the better of me on a head-to-head fight. And that's when I activate my real power. See, my nin beasts are out there, but I ask my opponent a question. It can be any question in the world. That's the first condition. And this condition, when I ask my opponent a question, I instantly lose 10% of my aura. 10% of my life energy is put on the line when I ask my opponent a question. First condition is met. Then comes the second condition. If my opponent decides to answer my question, keep in mind he does not answer it, no, he just decides to answer my question, then second condition is met, which is my opponent loses 10% of his aura. Then it becomes like a wager. It's like I'm offering 10%, and as soon as he meets the second condition, deciding to answer my question, he puts 10% on the line. Now, how would he do such a thing unwillingly? Well, he cannot help it because that is my actual power, and it is that powerful because I've set such a limitation on myself. Because when he decides to answer and the second condition is met, then comes the third condition. If I guess his answer, and when he answers the exact guess that I had, then I win his 10% of aura. I know this might be a little confusing, so let's just recap. In order for me to activate my powers to the fullest, I have to meet 3 conditions. See, most manipulators in the show of Hunter x Hunter, they have to meet like 1 or 2 conditions at max. But for me, I have to meet 3 conditions in order to activate my powers to the fullest. First condition is to ask a question. Second condition, my opponent decides to answer the question. Third condition depends on the answer that my opponent is going to give. When I ask him something as simple as, what is the color of the shirt that you're wearing? He says, it's a black shirt. In my head, I already guessed that he's going to say that. And he said it exactly the same way that I thought it. Instantly loses 10% of his power, and after that the 3 conditions are met, I win his 10%. And that's, you can say, the beauty of my nin ability, and also what makes it very, very difficult, because once my opponent loses the first 10%, he immediately figure out that my power is activated and my power is related to him answering the question, making it harder for me to guess his next answer, because obviously he will try to like maneuver around it or does not say it clearly or does not answer me. But at the end of the day, I will win more aura, and being a manipulator, I can obviously use a lot of aura, because the aura that I win from my opponent, I get my 10% back plus 10% of his aura. That other 10% goes directly to my 10 nin beasts, powering them up. So my nin beasts are, yes, partly powered by my own aura, but they are mostly powered by my opponent's aura. And then all that I have to do is fool my opponent into answering my questions, let's say like 5 times. 5 times is enough. I'll get him down to 50% of his life energy, and the other 50% will go directly to my 10 nin beasts. And there's a saying that we have, which is like translates to abundance overcomes courage. So no matter how powerful he is, doesn't matter, because I fooled him into answering me 5 times. And if he answers me 5 times, I get 50% of his power, goes directly to my nin beast, making them more powerful, and I can just sit back, manipulate them into taking him or her out. That's it. That's my Nen ability. Now, obviously, it can be very, very tricky and it can backfire at me. If I guess the answer of my opponent wrong, my opponent will get 10% of my aura. That's a very, very dangerous thing to put on the line, but also that's what makes my special power powerful, because it has a lot of conviction, and the Nen contract or the restriction that I've put on to myself makes that power more powerful. Also, because I have this trust in myself that I am able to really, really guess what's my opponent answer going to be. Very, very small note here. I'm gonna stop for a second and just appreciate the happiness that I'm in right now. Like, I've never thought that I would have a platform, no matter how big or small it is. Really, really, I don't care about that. Like, but to be able to have something where I talk about a weird magical power that I just thought of one time, that I was sitting like alone thinking about what if Nen was in the real world, what my Nen power would be. Now I'm able to share that with you. That's really awesome. Really, really thank you. Thank you for everyone who's watching, and if you're reached this point, really thank you. I really, really thank you and appreciate that I'm able to talk about this stuff that is really, really, really hard to find someone to talk about it with and also like get it. You understand me? Like, I know the people that have reached this point get what I'm trying to say, or get this thing. So anyway, back to my power. So yeah, it's a basic manipulator power. I'm manipulating Nen Beast, while at the same time I'm manipulating my opponent in order to steal their aura, their basic aura, their life energy, to fuel my Nen Beast in order for them to do my bidding while I sit back. Because yeah, let's face it, I'm not like a big muscular guy. No, I'm a manipulator. Just sit back, let them do my bidding, and that's it. I want to tell you, when I first thought of this power, I thought of like a character in My Hero Academia. He showed up in the tournament arc. He's called Hitoshi Shinso. This character name, I do not memorize it. I don't remember how it's said in the anime, but he has like a quirk in the world of My Hero Academia. A quirk similar to this. There's like a one condition that he has to meet, and he can like fool or like mind control his opponent. So yeah, it can be like similar to that. However, I see if I focused my power to be like a one-hit kill type of thing, it will be very, very dangerous, because yes, I can fail very easily, especially if I'm fighting someone I do not know. So that's like a pretty extreme restriction to put on my Nen power. That's why I limit it into wagering 10% of my life aura, and when my opponent meets the second condition, which is only deciding to answer, he also wagers 10%. And because I'm confident in my ability to predict or guess his answer, that's why I'm sure that I will be able to win back my 10%, along with winning an additional 10% from his own life energy. And yeah, that's basically it. That's my Nen power. That's my Hatsu revealed. It's a pretty big thing to share like your special power. It's revealed now. Everyone knows it, but I'm confident in my ability. No problem. However, there is one more thing I wanted to share with you, which is the name of my Hatsu, the name of my special power. But when I thought about it, like, yes, I thought of a name for this power. However, that kind of contradicts what I'm saying here. Am I not? I said that I want this to be like an ongoing thing. I do not want to talk only to you. No, I want to talk to you, and you also talk to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow hunter and huntress, my fellow hunters in the Hunter Society, I want you guys to pick the name for my Hatsu. Yes, I'm sure that you'll come up with amazing creative names, so just leave them in the comments and I will pin the best name for my Hatsu. I explained my Hatsu, I explained my special power, I explained the mechanics of it, how it works end to end. So just pick a cool name for that power. I hope for it to be like something really, really cool. You guys pick something cool like
100 type Guanyin Bodhisattva.
Bungee gum contains the properties of both rubber and gum.
So yeah, the naming of my special power is up to you. Let me know in the comments, and once again, thank you so much for 1000 subscribers. It really means a lot to me, and yeah, next time we'll do one of these, we'll be at 5000 subscribers. So, I'll see you there, and have a good day.